Storage and shelf life of fats and oil. So let's see what needs to be done for proper storage of fats and oil, and what is shelf life and how we can actually improve the shelf life of food. So let's see what are the chemical changes that take place during storage, and these are the undesirable changes that would eventually lead to a spoiled product. We would always like to have higher shelf life for our fats and oil products, but that shelf life would be depending upon many factors, and we need to actually stop some of the undesirable changes or the spoilage reactions. So there are normally two different types of reaction, like flavor reversions or rancidity spoilage. If we talk about the reversion of flavor, that is the first step before the actual rancidity takes place or the reaction is started. Before the onset of flavor reversion, we might have a desirable flavor or aroma of the product, but once we have this stage where the flavor is reversed, you end up with a product that is stale, that doesn't have any flavor, that looks very bland in taste, and then this reaction leads toward the rancidity reaction. Once these flavor reversions take place, we might have the greasy feeling on our tongue once we have this fat, so it might have a greasy mouth feel when we use this product. So this phenomenon is called as flavor reversion. The next is rancidity. Rancidity is a kind of reaction that takes place during the storage of fats and oil, and there are basically three factors that increase the rate of rancidity, or they would decrease, on the other hand, the shelf life of fats and oil products. Number one is air. So whenever air would react with fatty acids or fats and oil, that would lead toward a reaction called as oxidation reaction. Similarly, water is also a detrimental factor. Whenever there is amount of moisture present in your surrounding of fats and oil, they would react with the fats and oil, and the reaction that would take place is called as hydrolysis, hydrolytic reaction. This is also called as hydrolytic rancidity. There are certain enzymes as well. They would also break down the triglyceride or other components of fats and oil. So these three elements lead towards rancidity of fats and oil. In other words, they would be reducing the shelf life of our products. If we talk about hydrolysis, that is basically the breakdown of triglyceride molecules into glycerides, glycerol and fatty acids. It normally happens because of moisture content that might be present in air. It can happen as as a result of microbial growth as well. When we have got microbial growth, they would be producing certain enzymes, and those enzymes actually break down these lipids as well. And change in fats during storage. Oxidation is another detrimental reaction, undesirable reaction, or a change that is not desirable. It happens with when the oxygen reacts with fats and oil, and this would be actually targeting the unsaturated bonds of fatty acids. So if you have got more unsaturated fatty acid in a specific fat and oil, there are more chances that it would have less oxidative stability. So that would mean these unsaturations are more reactive, so they might react with oxygen, reducing the shelf life of these products. That's why most of the frying medium products or shortening would have less unsaturation, and they are more saturated. Although unsaturation is healthy, but unsaturated product would have lesser shelf life. So we need to take extra care for storage of such unsaturated products. This oxidation process, again, it starts with oxidation. It produces free radicals, and once we have free radicals, they are highly reactive. So they actually leads to the chain reaction where your end product spoils very quickly. Enzymatic breakdown, normally it is accompanied by hydrolysis. So these enzymes, in the similar fashion, they would break down these triglycerides into the small, simpler structures, and then that leads toward a series of chemical reaction that would end up into the spoiled product. Now, how we can actually prevent this spoilage? We need to properly cover our products, and we can also exclude air. As I said, that oxygen in the air would react with the fats and oil to reduce its shelf life. We can keep the containers sealed properly. We can also have the container with it doesn't have the very wide opening at the top, so that wide opening, because it would have more chances of reaction with the external environment. It should be stored in the cool and dry area. For example, in case of kitchens where we have got fluctuating temperature, fluctuating humidity, these two factors actually increase the shelf life. So maybe we can store our fats and oil away from such area. Commercially, we would add certain antioxidant like BHA or BHT. These are the antioxidant always added to the end product, because they would be reducing the chance of rancidity, and they would be increasing the shelf life of these products. So this is the commercial solution for making product with better or enhanced shelf life. So this was all about the storage and the shelf life of fats and oil.